Hello. Hello. Just me and my tiny hands here. Aren't these hilarious? Yes, I know some of you have seen, Kelly was using them here a couple weeks ago, I think it was. And then Dina and I were commenting how we thought her tiny hands were hilarious. So she sent us some. So now we all have tiny hands. Aren't they funny? I could blow you guys kisses. Mwah, mwah. Anyway, yeah. So tiny hands are hilarious. And I found out yesterday that they make tiny hands for the tiny hands. So you can like go on Amazon and get some tiny hands. Then you can get little tiny hands that fit on the fingers of your tiny hands. Is that not the silliest thing you've ever heard? They also have an inappropriate tiny hand, which you can probably imagine what finger I'm talking about. And they have tiny hands that do like the okay sign, peace sign. I think there's one that's this. I think this is like the hang 10 if you're a surfer or something. Anyway, yeah, so the tiny hand craze, which I think has been around for quite a while, because I heard that there is a ton of tiny hand videos on TikTok. I'm not sure how many of you guys are familiar with TikTok. It's something that kids are crazy about right now. I know both of my kids watch TikTok constantly. And apparently there's a lot of really funny things on TikTok, like tiny hands. I could even like, fix my hair with my tiny hands. Anywho, so I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, a fantastic week, fantastic evening if it's later. So if I'm live on Facebook, that means it's 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain where I live, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. And I'm so excited to see you guys here. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing my video, that would be awesome. I'd like to top my viewership from last week. Last week I had just over 100 people watching me, and I would love to have more than that because I do have some amazing things to show you. Plus I have tiny hands, so how could it be any worse? You know what I'm saying? Weather's been good here. I hope it's been good for all of you guys everywhere you are. Things are slowly getting back to, I think, normal in Texas. I mean, I'm sure it's not for some people. I'm sure it's still awful. But I'm hoping that things are getting better. Things are way better here. It's been, nice, no below zero temperatures. In the morning sometimes it might be like 10, but 10's a heat wave compared to minus 25. So yeah. I also wanted to tell you guys, those of you that have been watching me for a number of years, know that I have a cataract in this eye. Well, I've had it for a long time. I had a cataract in this eye. I think it was 2017 I got it fixed. And at that time, the surgeon told me that there was a cataract in my left eye, but that it was up higher and it was not affecting my vision. So of course they don't do anything about it if it's not affecting your vision. Fine. So it's coming down. It's gotten worse and it's really bad now. I mean, I really shouldn't be driving. I can't, my depth perception is horrible. I can't see. So guess what, you guys? I made a doctor's appointment. Finally, I know, right? But the crazy thing is, and I'm kind of mad about this. So the last time that I had a cataract done, it was a guy here in town, and he has since retired. So we have a new guy in town. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. So I called his office and I said, hey, I've got this cataract. I need to get it removed. So they tell me, they want to know when the last time I had an eye exam was. And I'm like, I don't know, 3 years ago when I had my other cataract removed. And they tell me that they can't see me without a referral from an optometrist. So I have to waste $100+ and go to an optometrist so the optometrist can say, yes, you have a cataract, you're blind and can't see, which I already know. We'll refer you to the surgeon. Great. Because my insurance doesn't cover like eye exams. So that's going to cost me out of pocket, which I mean, I shouldn't complain. It's not that much money. It's just the principle of the matter. I mean, seriously, I know what's wrong with me. Why can't I just go get it fixed? Why do I got to jump through all these hoops and have somebody else tell me what I already know? So anywho, My appointment with the optometrist is Tuesday morning. So I don't know how long it takes after that to get the referral to the surgeon, and how long the surgeon, I have no idea the rest of it. So I'll let you guys know next week after I have my appointment with the optometrist. And then, of course, after I have the cataract fixed, I'm going to have to go back to the optometrist and get another eye exam so I can get new glasses. So bully for them, they get to bill me for 2 visits. So yay. All right. Yeah. So I guess that's my big story for the week, and I'm sure most of you are super excited to hear that, because I have been talking about having this cataract for a long, long time. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting it removed. This eye, I think I told you guys last week, I have stitches in it still from the last time I had a cataract removed that I guess will stay in my eye forever. They're not annoying. I don't even really know they're there, except very infrequently I'll feel them, but most of the time I don't even know they're there. So I'm hoping that this eye will be different and I don't end up with stitches, because I just don't like the fact that there's something on my eyeball. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So I did do a drawing from the people that commented and shared my video from last week. So thank you all so much for your comments and your, thumbs ups and your shares and all that stuff. I appreciate it so much. It's a waiting game. Yeah, it's totally a moneymaker for them, Jean. It's like, what are they in cahoots? The surgeon's in cahoots with all the optometrists in town. So yeah, we'll tell all the people they have to go to you first. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, and my cataract's not bad enough for surgery, which I highly doubt, because if I close my eyes, I can't read any of the comments on the screen because it's completely blurred. So if it's not a cataract, I don't know what it is. Whatever. All right, so I did do a drawing of the people that commented and shared last week. Again, thank you so much. And I have a package of our Seaside Shells little stickers to give away, and this is for Sharon Jameson. So Sharon, I do not know you. So if you could please message me through Facebook Messenger, or you can email me, barb@barbstamps.com, and let me know your address. I will be happy to get these out in the mail for you. Okay. Yes, Dancing, no cataracts will be awesome. Terry says, look, what do you mean? There's only one doctor here, Terry. That's the problem with living in a small town. We have one eye surgeon that does eye surgeries. That's it. There was one before, and then he retired after many, many years, and now we have one. So you don't get a lot of options of where to go. The only other, I mean, I could drive, 150 miles to a bigger city and find some other doctors, but I don't want to drive that far in the winter. I mean, you never know the roads around here. We could have, 6 feet of snow the day that I'm supposed to drive up to Billings or down to Casper for an eye doctor appointment, then I wouldn't be able to go. So I'm just going to suck it up and hope the guy knows what he's doing, and hope that, there's a reason why I have to pay double. But anyway. Okay, so I think that's all of the stories that I have, at least what I can remember. I'm sure I'll come up with more stories as we're stamping, because, I always do. Yeah. Okay, we're going to flip the camera and get started. So here we go. Oh, but hold on. Hold on. Okay, that's the right angle. Then I have to fix my camera. Ugh. This setup I have, it works, but it's kind of annoying. Okay, let me get you guys kind of focused in here. That looks good. This I can't see. Well, maybe I can. Do I have my sticky stuff on the back? Yes. It's kind of crappy sticky stuff, but whatever. Okay. So last week, here's the cards I did for you guys last week. I did a super cute ice cream card, and I cropped the scoop out of the Designer Series paper because it reminded me of Huckleberry ice cream that my husband loves, and we go up north in Montana and get Huckleberry ice cream every year when we're on vacation. So that's why I did that. I'm going to scoot this over because I feel like could be in a better spot. Then I had already had this card done, and it prompted me to do another card using the foil and I know it's such a glare, and the embossing folder technique with our super fun Love You Always foil sheets. I did this card for you guys. And then I did this kind of a fun fold using the In Bloom bundle, where it's a stand-up card, so it stands up on a desk or a table. It's beautiful, and then it hooks under that flower that's on the inside. And then I did use the Stitch with Whimsy dies just to add a little fun to the inside layer there. All right, I guess I should look and see if you guys are commenting what you're saying. I had cataract surgery on both eyes a week apart in November. Shit, I couldn't see. Oh gosh, Karen, I hope that's not me, because literally I wouldn't be able to stamp. Amy wants to know how the son's girlfriend is. Well, she's still his girlfriend. And the reason I know that is because yesterday he came home and told me that there was something in the Amazon cart that he needed me to order. And I said, what is it? And he said, it's some sunglasses for Peyton. And I said, oh, okay. I'm trying not to be annoying, so I'm trying not to ask any questions. But clearly, if he's buying her a birthday present, her birthday's this weekend, they're still together. So there you go. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's kind of funny. My husband and I both have to, we can't ask him any questions because then we're annoying. And oh gosh. Oh, I see a bunch of you guys are commenting about cataracts. And I think one of you were so kind and said I'm too young to have cataracts. Honestly, I think I am, because my first cataract I had, I was 51. And not that, cataracts are reserved for older people, but, I always thought that, cataracts were something that you get when, you're like 70, 75. That's kind of when I thought cataracts happened. Not when you were 50, but whatever. That'd just be my luck. So I also wanted to tell you guys, I showed you this card last week. And then I showed you how I did it, where I just used the dies, and I had these scraps of the Paper Blooms paper. And these are the scraps that I had. And so I just die cut the flowers out of the edges of the paper and then just added them where they went. So like this one here was on the corner of this layer. And so I just put it on the corner of my card. And then this one was this green one here. And you can see it's got an edge too, but it's hidden underneath those other flowers. So that was a lot of fun making that card. I just wanted to bring it in again for those of you that maybe didn't see it last week, because it was amazing. So I had two super awesome cards using the In Bloom, or maybe they're called the Pierced Blooms dies, and then the designer series paper that's free right now during celebration. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to get my papers out. So of course, during celebration ends on Sunday, you guys. For those of you that may not know about it or remember, it ends on Sunday. And so you have 3 more days to take advantage of the celebration. See if the optometrist will do a medical exam. That way insurance should cover it. Oh, Susan, maybe I'll tell them. That's the only reason I'm going. I'm not going to get my eyes checked for glasses, because it's going to be pointless to have them checked now. And then if I get my eye fixed, they're going to be different. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Thank you for the recommendation. Both eyes last year. Oh, Cindy, I'm very sorry. Cataracts are not fun because you can't see, and that's a bummer. So you have until Sunday to join my team during celebration. You get your 5 packs of designer series paper, which are patterns. Let me grab some that are going to be in our upcoming catalog. So here's the package of Brights. So every year we have, the stacks of paper, and these are the stacks this year. Oh, I've already used some, but these are the patterns. So there's these 2 patterns. And so the patterns are the same throughout all of the packages. And then here's the other patterns. And these are the Brights. And so you get 5 packages of these. You get the Brights, the Subtles, the Regals, the Neutrals, and the 2020 to 2022 in colors. So when you join, for $99 is all you pay. You get $125 worth of merchandise, and you get $57.50 worth of paper. Yeah, all for $99. You also get a paper pumpkin kit. You get some business supplies. And so it's an amazing deal. And right now is the best time to do it because you get stuff. And I always say, if you are buying Stampin' Up! Products, you should get your products at a discount for as long as you can. If you sign up and you can't meet the minimums, nothing happens to you. You simply are dropped and you don't get a discount anymore. There's nothing, there's no penalties. There's nothing. You can just simply go back to being my customer again. It's amazing. I have team meetings every month. Dina Kelly and I do a demonstrator training call every week with whoever wants to be on it that's on our team. Stamp Happy Academy. Our team members get the basic version of that for free. What else? We've just got so much stuff. I reward my demonstrators for, their sales, their recruiting efforts. Yeah, we just have a lot of fun, and I love every one of them. And I'm sure some of them are on tonight watching us. So remember to earn free products or to become a demonstrator. Sunday is the very last day. But if you want to join to be a demonstrator, please do not wait until Sunday. Sunday is a day of the week where Stampin' Up! Doesn't really have any staff monitoring the IT. And if something messes up, then it's just better if you can do it, you know, tonight or tomorrow when we can get it fixed. Ooh, I see Shanna's on here. Shanna just joined my team. Hello, Shanna. Good to see you. Speaking of our team, Kelly, Dina, and I are teaming up to do a virtual retreat. It is March 27th, but because we have so much amazing stuff planned, we had to spill it out. So Thursday, we're going to have our card challenge. Friday is mystery stamping and bingo. Everybody who signs up for the retreat gets to play bingo, and there's going to be prizes. And then Saturday, we're going to have things going on all day long. We're going to have sample uploads to the galleries. We're going to have prize drawings every hour. We are going to share our videos for our make and take projects throughout the day. We're going to do 3 live classes. Kelly's going to do one. I'm going to do one. Dina's going to do one. You get a box with $100 of Stampin' Up! Product in it, and you pay $129. So you get $100 in merchandise. The shipping on a priority box is about $13 to $15. And then you get all of our classes. There's 12 make and take projects in the retreat. You get to play bingo. You get to participate in mystery stamping, card challenge. So you're getting a great deal for $129. And if you're on my team, you only pay $119. So yeah. Now, if you happen to be watching me from another country where I cannot mail you a swag box full of Stampin' Up! Products, since I'm not allowed to sell or ship Stampin' Up! Products across country borders, you can join for the virtual only, getting the PDF file of all the projects for $60. What else was I just going to say? Oh, and if you sign up today or tomorrow, then you're going to get the Berry Blessings class for free. So you're going to get 12 projects with cut cardstock for all of them. Plus, you're going to get 6 more projects for the Berry Blessings class. And if you sign up today or tomorrow with your $100 in merchandise, you're going to get the Berry Blessings stamp set and pack of paper, or whatever you want from Celebration. It doesn't make any difference. You can get whatever you want. But yeah, so today or tomorrow, you guys, if you've been thinking about it, please sign up. I have links in the description of this video so you can get in on the best deal. Stamp Happy Academy, we are going crazy. We are almost at 700 members, you guys. That is amazing to me. I cannot believe that we have that many people in Stamp Happy Academy. And actually, I did my live class Tuesday night, and we had a great time. Dina just got done doing hers. Hers was this afternoon. Kelly's was last week. And so we have all of our projects and our card layouts and everything posted on the website for those members. If you're a premium or a live only member, you get access to that. And so, yeah, Stamp Happy Academy is amazing, and we're super excited about it. Oh, my sweet ice cream class to go. My kits are ready to go. I've been mailing them out. So if you're interested in that, I showed you guys the cards last week. I don't think I have them here. There's 4 cards. You make 2 of each design, and then there's a box. And then you get the products to do it. You get the paper, the sequins, some ribbons, 2 different ribbons, a treat box, a window sheet, and that's all for $45 doll hairs. And then our All the Chicks class, I am mailing those out tonight, and I have extra kits available. So if you're interested in that, there's 9 cards in the class. You'll get a pre-cut cardstock for all of them. And then, of course, the emailed file. And so the link to that is also below. I have 2 Dragonfly Garden classes left, or kits left. So if you're interested in that, I can't remember if my link is down below or not, but you can find it on my blog. And then I have 3 or 4 flowering cactus. Okay, now I'm done. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, how about just for comedic? We have a tiny hand. Here's my adhesive. Here's my tiny paper trimmer with my tiny hand. How cute is that? Okay, I'm sorry. I am sorry. All right, so today's class is going to show you guys ways that you can use up that designer series paper that you've been hoarding. And of course, with Celebration, you've probably gotten more designer series paper that you're planning to hoard. And I don't want you to hoard it. I want you to use it, because designer series paper does no good whatsoever if it's just sitting in a shelf, not being used. And so my projects today are going to be projects that you can use some designer series paper on, and they're going to use each of the papers that you can earn for Celebration. So the first project is going to be with the Oso Ombre, which is amazing paper, by the way. So you have the polka dot pattern on one side, or both sides, I guess, different colors. And then you have the ombre plain on the opposite side. And the colors are Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, Blackberry Bliss, and Rococo Rose. And I just happen to have some samples of some cards using this amazing paper. So this is a card that I made a few weeks ago on Facebook Live, where I just added a whole strip across the bottom of my card. And then I actually stamped my flowers in black on the ombre side of the paper. So on this side of the paper. And then I die cut them. And I did the same thing with the leaves. So that's something you can do with your paper. Here's a project that I made for a swap where I just have a little strip there on the side. This also uses our Touch of Ink designer series, or no, stamp set level 2. Everybody has a ton of DSP, you guys. I know it because I live it too. Here's another card that uses a few strips of designer series paper, the same paper. And then these, the sentiment was stamped on the paper, and then we have this layer also. So you can just use this ombre paper so much. I've got a really fun card here. It uses the corner bouquet. Trying to get them out of their envelopes because I know that there's a big glare if we have the envelopes. So this is a piece of the paper, and then the corner bouquet stamp was stamped right there in the corner. So you got an entire 4x5 sheet almost. Oh, Char's people call her the paper queen. That's funny, Char. Get your paper out and use it. I just scolded you. Just kidding. Okay, here's another one. This one uses a couple of the patterns. So we've got the polka dots on one side and then the ombre in the middle. And of course, we've got the amazing dragonfly there. And then the last one that I have that I got in swaps was this one that uses a piece of the paper. And we have that cute little donkey also. So there's a few ways that you can use it. So get that paper out and use it, you guys. All right. So today in this card, which card is it? Oh, it's this one. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. So here's what I have so far. I need a scrap of white. Here we go. And so this is a layout that I just did using a brand new bundle of products that we have called the Butterfly Bouquet. And so I used the designer series paper in that set, and then I have a tiny little die cut butterfly here. And so this is my layout for the cards that I'm going to make for you here. So this particular layer back here is a 4x5 1/4, and on this card I didn't do anything to it. I just left it plain. But on this card I ran it through with the, is it Dainty Diamonds, I think, folder, and we're going to have that be our background piece. And then I've got the polka dot paper. This is a 1.5 by 5 well, it'll be 5 1/4 when I cut it off. And then this is a 1/2 inch of the ombre, the plain ombre paper. And I need, where is my, here we go. To get the paper lined up, I'm going to use, this is one of our pieces of grid paper that kind of goes with our Stamparatus. And so I'm going to put my piece of cardstock right here in the corner. And I have a tiny piece of adhesive on there. So now what I can do is I can add my adhesive to my layer here. Whoops. And when I go to stick it on my card, I should have put my adhesive on the opposite direction. What was I thinking? Oh, it moved. Don't you move. I can use these lines to line up where I'm going to put my paper because, you know, I can't see because I have cataract. And, oh, oops, I want that closer to the edge. And so that way, when I put it on, it's amazing and it's going to be in the right spot. All right, so let me run this out like so. Well, I ran it on the whole thing. That's too much, but it's fine. And then I'm just going to bump this piece up right at the bottom. And it's got a lot of extra adhesive on it. That was an accident. And so then I can just cut this off. So I left it as a 6x6 piece, and I just cut it to 1.5 and then 1/2. And so I just got to trim that off. Oh, hello, Penny. Another one of my team members is watching us tonight. Penny is on here. Penny is also my neighbor. She lives like 5 houses away. Hi, Penny. Oh, wait, where's my tiny hand? Hi, Penny. How are you tonight? See our card? Isn't it beautiful? All right, sorry. Those tiny hands just kill me. I can't help myself. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. This is going to end up going here, but not at the moment. So then I wanted to add some ribbon. Now, when I put the white on there, the white just seemed a little harsh. Plus, you can see through it. So then what I did was I got out my Blackberry Bliss Stampin' Blends markers, and I checked it to see what I had here. So I did the dark and the light, and I think the light matches a lot better. So I am going to cut myself off a piece. Not those. There we go. I don't need that. Okay, so I've got my piece here, and I'm going to color that with my blend, my light. So this is my, make sure it's right, light Blackberry Bliss. Okay, so I just used the brush tip end. I think I might have done this for you guys last week. I don't know. It seems like I did it recently, but it warrants doing again because it's amazing. And this ribbon is the best ribbon ever for this. So if you guys don't have this, you should get some because you will not be sorry. This is our silver metallic edged ribbon. And I just love it for coloring because it just takes the color so well. And it's just beautiful. So you can have ribbon in any color you need just by using your blends. Okay, so now we have Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Cheryl says she had cataract surgery last year and I'll be so glad. I know, Cheryl. I have one that I already had done about 3 years ago, and it was amazing. I couldn't believe the difference when I, was able to open my eye and see the world. I was like, whoa, that's what I've been missing all this time, and I'm sure I'm going to feel the same. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover my seam between my two papers with the ribbon. So I'll just touch that to the back, grab some Scotch tape, and we'll run this. Got to close my eye to see that, to make sure it's right. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're at 84 people. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing, that would be awesome. I'm trying to beat my record from last week, which was over 100, a little over 100. And so for me to get over 100 is amazing. All right, so I'm going to use liquid glue now to add this because it's got embossing on it, and I just feel like embossed layers need liquid glue. That's just how I feel. Whoops. Okay. So a lot of times designer series papers will have, coordinating patterns on the front and the back. And so you can do this very easily. Okay, so then I have a stamp from the stamp set called Many Mates, and I picked the happy birthday so I can color it in. And because I am blind and can't see right now, I did the coloring already. I cheated so that when I do coloring detail work, I have to get really close to the paper and I have to wear some reading glasses. And so the distance that my eyes are right now is not going to work for coloring. I will be able to color maybe the happy. We'll see. So I've got the light Blackberry Bliss again, and I'm going to try to get, it doesn't matter because I've already done it and cut it and punched it out, but we'll see how I can do. I know there's no way I'm going to be able to do the word birthday because it's just too small. Because I tried it earlier to, see if I could do it while I was live, and it was quite obvious that that was not going to happen. But hopefully, like in a month, I will be able to, because I'll have new glasses, which I don't know, a lot of you guys have never even seen me in glasses because I don't ever wear them because I can't, to see things up close. I can see things up close without my glasses on. And the distance between my desk chair and my computer is, I can see without my glasses on. But any sort of distance viewing, like to watch TV or to drive, I have to wear my glasses. And they are broken. You guys will laugh. They have been broken for about 3 years. I'll actually show them to you. I don't think I've ever shown them to you. They have duct tape on them. That's how my glasses have been held together for the past 3 years. Because after I had my first cataract surgery, I was stamping down here. And I had my glasses on the table. And this temple was underneath my Big Shot machine. I had a Big Shot at the time. That's how long ago it was. And I went to pick up my glasses and the temp just broke. It just snapped right off. And they don't make this style of glasses anymore, so I couldn't get this replaced. So I've literally had duct tape on it for 3 years. And I have to change the duct tape every so often because it comes apart. And in fact, it's due to be taken apart. But yeah, I wear these like this. But because my hair kind of is close to my face, nobody can see it. At least I hope nobody can, because that would be embarrassing. So yeah, so I've had duct tape on my glasses for about 3 years. So you guys will be able to see me probably with real life glasses on. We'll see, because I'm going to have to get some new ones. Okay, is this the dark? Did I switch them? Yes, this is dark. And I'm going to pretend like I can do this, but I don't think I can. I mean, I already went outside the line. I mean, I guess it could be done. It's just not, it's going to look like my, well, I don't even have any grandkids. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I already did it. It's beautiful and it's right here. So then I have this cool punch. I think this is called the story label punch. And so I am just going to crop this out. Oh, I hope I gave myself enough room. Wouldn't that stink if I had to? I think I did. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this right there, and then the card is done. So it literally didn't even take very much time to make. I mean, I was blabbing a lot, so you could actually probably make this card in just, you know, minutes, a few minutes, depending on, you know, what you wanted to do. You wouldn't have to color the ribbon, but it's amazing, so you should. And we're going to add that so that it's in the middle of the ribbon. And then you know what you could do, since we have our Stampin' Blends out. Do you use sentiments inside cards or handwrite message? Actually, I do both. Sometimes I'll put sentiments in there. Sometimes I'll just handwrite a message. It just kind of depends. A lot of times when I'm making cards for you guys, I'll decorate the inside, and maybe I'll stamp something in there so it's already in there, but I don't always. All right, so I've got the black marker here. Not the black, Blackberry dark. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I am going to color a couple of my rhinestones, and I'm using the bullet tip because I feel like if you try to use the brush end, it just tears up your rhinestones, or I mean, it tears up the tip of your pen. Gosh, words are hard today for me. Okay, and they dry pretty quickly. I always put a sentiment inside and write something. That's the way I always. Same with handmade. Perfect, Sherry. All right, so I'm just going to add one on each edge here, I think. How far away from that? Got my eye closed again so we can get the good placement. There we have it. And then I didn't stamp the inside of this one today, but I do have an envelope. So there's another way to get rid of some of your designer series paper, you guys. Add it to your envelope flap. If you cut yourself a 2.5 by 6-inch piece of paper, it fits on there perfectly, and you just trim off a little bit and it's amazing. So there's one. That's the one we just made. Some of this stuff out of the way here because then, you know, I can't stand a mess. Oh, I've got a tiny hand. Here's another one that I made using the Bermuda Bay items. Actually, where's my other tiny hand? Oh no! Oh, I found it. So I have those two. So there's the Bermuda Bay paper. There's the Blackberry Bliss. And then I did one with Rococo Rose. Ooh, Janelle, there's another one of my team members on here. Hello, Janelle. Yes, Janelle, you can use Stampin' Blends to color all kinds of stuff. If it's white or clear or whatever, you can color it. So here's Rococo Rose, and I used, oh, this one I used the, what's the stamp set called? It's called Heal Your Heart. Why can't I remember that? Oh, yeah. Heal Your Heart. The thank you image right there. And then this one uses the Approaching Perfection. What is that one? Hello, Barbara. Barbara's another one of my team members. I see a lot of you girls on here. It's awesome. And then here's my last one. This is my actual least favorite card that I made using the paper. I don't know what... the struggle was real on this one. I do not know what the deal was. So what I ended up doing was I took our Color Coach, which is this... little, you can print it out, and then I cut it up. And so I ended up going through here looking for what coordinated with Granny Apple Green, and I found that Soft Seafoam and Shaded Spruce did. And so that's what I put on here, was some Shaded Spruce and some Soft Seafoam. And then I did color my jewels with my Shaded Spruce blend. These tiny hands are just so funny. Okay, anyway. I've got to stop because it's probably getting annoying. All right, so there is 4 cards. Look at all the designer series paper that I used up, you guys. Making 4 cards. I used up a lot. That makes me happy because I've got to stop being such a hoarder. Okay, I'm going to put these up here so I can show them to you later. And then I'm going to put all this away, and I'm going to bring out the stuff for our next project. All right, so this particular card, we are going to use a really big piece of designer series paper. This measures 12 by 5 1/4. So you can get 2 of these out of each piece of designer series paper that you have. And now for me, I happen to have a few extra packages of all of the papers. And so I've got a lot. And so I decided to make some cool cards using a big piece of designer series paper. So here's this. I need my trimmer because I need my scoring blade. Okay, so as I said, this is 5 1/4 by 12. I know, isn't this designer series paper beautiful? So we're going to score it at 4 inches from each end. So I've got it at the 4 inches here. I'm going to bring my scoring blade up. I'm going to flip it around. And the only reason I'm flipping it around instead of going out to 8 is because I'm lazy and I don't want to pull out my arm. You could go 4 and 8. Either way will work. 4 inches from each side or 4 and 8. It's up to you. Okay, so then what we're going to do, so we have it here. So here's my leftmost panel is going to be the front of the card. And so you're going to fold that as a mountain fold, okay? And so when I do folding, I do like to make sure that my ends match up, and I don't have a very good end right there. I must have cut this crooked. And then I'm going to fold this back. And again, I'm going to look and try to make sure that everything lines up. And I am going to push this because it's not quite to the fold line, and I want it to be. Okay. So this is how it's going to look now, like this. Okay. So then, excuse me. Where are my paper pieces? Oh, I didn't even put them in a bag. That's not really handy. Okay. So here are my paper pieces. Oh, whoops. I have another piece that I already cut, so we're going to use that one. All right. So then this is a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. Ooh. Tana is on here, and she says this is her first time and she's from Wyoming. Well, welcome, Tana. I live in Sheridan, Wyoming, and my friend Penny, who commented right above you, is also from Wyoming. She's my neighbor. So where are you from, Tana? I always like to know who's watching me from Wyoming because we don't have a lot of people here. Okay, this is a 1/4 sheet of Bermuda Bay, so it's 4 1/4 from side to side and 5 1/2. And so then this is just going to fit right on it, okay? Really nicely. And then I also have a 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of white that's going to be like the inside of our card. Like that, okay? She lives in Warland. Well, hello there. All right, so we can add this to the main card. And so I'm going to use liquid glue because I like to have wiggle room. And I want to make sure that I get it, centered decently enough. And if I use like seal or something, then I can't really move it. And I need to be able to move it. You guys ever seen that Madagascar show? You like to move it, move it. Yeah, you didn't see me, but I was wiggling my butt. Okay. That's probably TMI. I apologize. Okay. I'm shedding here. I've got... Ugh. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So look at that. One giant piece of designer series paper gone. Doesn't that make you happy? Oh my gosh, you guys. There's 102 people watching me. We did it. Yay! Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, I don't remember what the exact number was last week. So maybe we should try to get it a little higher. So if you don't mind sharing, that would be awesome. Okay. So this is the inside layer. So we have a nice big area to write on, or as Sherry would do, she would put a sentiment in here, a stamped sentiment. So you can do that. And I will probably, I think I have some stamped sentiments here somewhere. Okay. So now to decorate the front, you can do something super simple or something not super simple. You do whatever you want. So mine's going to be fairly simple. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little strip of Pool Party, which is a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to do a tiny bit of stamping on it. So I have my Bermuda Bay ink. We also have a bunch of samples to show you guys using this paper. So I am going to ink up my stamp. And this says, "You make me." And some of you are going to recognize this stamp. This is from my bestie Dina's Pretty Perennials stamp set. It's her $1 million stamp set she helped design. And we're going to end up putting that on there like that. Then we're going to stamp our happy on the inside. in the same color. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it says 110. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is crazy. All right, so we're going to set this in the middle. Happy. Oh, I shouldn't have glued this in here. Whew. I think that'll work. You know, you always freak out when you glue something down and then you have to stamp on it. Ah, scary. Okay. Then what do I have? Oh, then I have some scraps in this little bag that I'm going to do some die cutting with, and some pieces that I'm not going to die cut. So I am going to die cut this little guy. This is from the die set that goes with the Pretty Perennials stamp set. So I'm just using the dies right now. And so I'm going to get a big white. And then, now I don't remember what I did. Did I do yellow? I think I did, yeah. Oh, because I have a piece of paper here that's yellow. So this is So Saffron. And then this is a scrap. You can see I've got some chicken wire on the one side. And I'm going to do that. So I've got my Baby Boss machine here. And we're going to use that because why not? It's so tiny, it fits on my desk. Okay. So there's the Baby Boss. Here's my plates. It's so cute. It's just so cute. I just love it. Okay, so I'm going to use plate number 1 that comes with your machine, and then number 2 plates. And I think I can probably sit at least 2 of these things on here to go through at the same time. So we'll see. Maybe we can get them all. I don't know. Because when I was making the card earlier, I put them on my Big Boss. But we'll see. Maybe we can get them all on there. Just got to make sure that they don't wiggle off. I guess I could use a Post-it note or something to keep them in place. But we're going to try. Okay, so I'm going to put my plate on top. And you want to make sure that at the front of your plate, you don't have a die in the way, because it can cause it to not want to go through. Okay, so I'm holding my plate in place so that my dies don't slip. I think we're good. Oh, I think we're good. Yay. Okay, that was a lot of shaky. Okay. Oh my gosh, I should look at the comments. We've got people from Oregon and North Dakota. Hi, you guys. Oh, this is fun. Hello from Minnesota. Yay, you guys are awesome. I'm so excited. Okay. So we have that. And I'm going to show you a little trick. That's one trick. When your dies get stuck in your, when your paper gets stuck in your dies, just throw your die on the table and the paper should come out. That's a pro tip right there. I like to think of myself as a pro. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all of this, get it out of the way. All right, so here is a little fun trick that you can do. Let me pull another piece of So Saffron out of my drawer here so you can see the difference. Okay, so sometimes you may, like if you wanted to have this be So Saffron and then you wanted to put So Saffron on top of it, I mean, you can tell there's a difference, but I'm going to show you how to really tell the difference. So what I like to do is, again, take my Stampin' Blends markers, and this is the brush tip, and this is the dark So Saffron, and I'm just going to color my die cut, my piece of paper, with my blend, and that's just going to make it like one shade darker so that it'll really pop off of the original color. And this is something that I did it a couple of years ago with a stamp set and die set that we had, and then I forgot all about it. And then I saw Kelly do it again. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that tip. Okay, so I've just colored the whole thing, and now look at it. You can totally see that it's a lot darker, and it looks really cool. So there's another pro tip for you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer all these things together. So I need some glue dots. So I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of this little guy right in the center. Then I'm going to add this one with a glue dot too. Whoops, that didn't come off. And I press it in hard enough. There we go. Now it's stuck on my finger now. Okay, and now I think there's a right and wrong way to put these on, but I could be wrong. When you're looking at the outside petals of this solid layer, there's like 3 little bumps on this side. Well, when you look at your die cut, there's like 3 little bumps right here. And I kind of feel like that one, that goes right there. Okay, So I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. But I mean, you can do whatever you want. I've always been a rule follower, and I can't stop it. And so I feel like, you know, if it looks like it's supposed to go a certain way, then I have to put it that way. So, oh my gosh, now Kathy's on here. I have about 6 of my team members watching tonight, you guys. Hello, ladies. I'm so excited to see you here. I was asking everyone to share my video because I'm trying to get my biggest viewership ever. And we're up to like 117 people. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. You guys are amazing. Okay. Then, oh, here's a black dot. That's what I was looking for. It flew right off. It's just what I was looking for. Okay. Oh, here's another one that I did. So here's a pool party solid layer. And then here's the detailed one that I colored with my dark pool party marker. So look at that. You can totally see. It just gives you like another shade of cardstock when you do that. So that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Hello, Elin. I miss you too. That's funny. Okay. So we did that. We did that. So now we're going to bring this back in and I'm going to add my strip. Let's see. I'm going to kind of cut some of it off so I don't end up putting too much glue on it. All right, so we'll add a little glue. And then I'm going to set this right here. Press it into place, and I'll cut that off in a second. And then I'm going to add my little flower right there. So again, a super simple card. I made it a lot longer than it needed to be because I was blabbing too much. Now I lost my dimensionals. Where would I be if I was dimensionals? Well, we have some minis, so we're just going to go with the minis. Minis work too. Ooh, you're very welcome, Carol. Carol is thanking me for the blender tip. I know it is a really good tip, isn't it? Then you have like multiple shades of cardstock. Okay, so there's that. And now we can trim off the excess there. And I've got some more cards using this exact same paper and this exact same layout thing to show you guys. So that's it. That's all there is to it. You've got a 5 1/4 by 12-inch piece of designer series paper, score it at 4 and 8 or 4 and 4, whatever, and then just decorate it. And you have a really cute fun fold card that's beautiful all around. And then here's some more. All right, so here's another pattern in that package. And so I used the same dies on all of them. This one, I cut a large circle from our stitched shapes, and then I put it right to the edge. And then added those little details there. And then here, I didn't put my insides in yet, but that's some more of this gorgeous paper. Here is another one. This one uses, I don't know if this is supposed to be Poppy Parade or Real Red. I feel like it's Real Red, so that's what I used. So again, I didn't finish the inside, but so I have used like 2 full sheets of designer series paper just making these 4 cards. Same dies again. And then my last one uses the beautiful Misty Moonlight paper. Look at that. And I did my little trick on this. So this little detailed piece is also a Misty Moonlight, and then I colored it with my Misty Moonlight blend. So there you go. There's 4 cards, all fun folds using those gorgeous papers, and you can use up a lot of the paper that way, you guys. So that way you don't have to feel so bad about ordering again before celebration is over and getting more paper, because now you know what to do with it. Okay. I did want to quickly show you guys a few more cards using this designer series paper. This is a card that I made, gosh, a long time ago, like 3 months ago before celebration even started, when we had black glitter paper. And I did that little scrappy strips technique on there. Here's one that just uses a tiny little piece. So this will let you use up all your scraps, which is fun. Here's another one. Here's one using a bunch of patterns. Here's that one. And this one came with an envelope. Look at that. Get rid of some more of that paper. Here are some baby shaker cards that I made a couple weeks ago here on a Facebook Live. I made this one, I think, on the Facebook Live, and then I had this one already. So look at all that paper that I am using, you guys. Yeah. Okay. So I have one more card for you. Oh, I should show you all the papers. So here's the flower and field paper. You can see the double-sided patterns that it comes with. Super fun, super pretty. And then here's the Oso Ombre. So these two, are back to back. These are, and these are. And then there's the coordinating colors. And then here is the next card I'm going to use the paper blooms on. So let me get that bucket up here and let me put some of this stuff away. You guys know I can't stand a mess when I'm stamping. Oh, here we have Tiny Hands again. And here's our Paper Blooms Designer Series paper sheet. Oh, I've got the wrong tiny hand. Here we go. Here's our tiny hand. Isn't this paper just beautiful? I know, sorry. Tiny hands are going to keep coming back because they're so funny. Okay. I still don't know where my dimensionals went. I wonder if I threw them in my other bucket when I was cleaning up and I cleaned up too well, which that could happen. All right. So now we're going to do another kind of not really a fun fold, but kind of a fun fold. And I have my directions here so I don't forget to tell you guys. And Jean says she missed the shaker cards. Yeah, it was probably maybe a month ago, Jean. If you just kind of scroll through here, you'll end up finding it. Or you can go to my YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and just type in Barb Stamps, my channel will come up and you can find, I put all my Facebook Lives onto YouTube, so you can watch those on YouTube too. Okay, so we are going to do, I don't need this. So we've got a bunch of layers here to start out with. So I've got a quarter sheet of Night of Navy. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I have a layer for that. That is 4 by 5 1/4. And then another layer that's 3 3/4 by 5. And since this is the paper that I'm going to be using, all those colors are in the paper. Excuse me, in the paper. Then I have a layer of white, and I cannot remember how big it is. It is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. So that means that this is 2 3/4 by 4 for our layer. So we've got all these pieces that we're going to stack up together. And then we have our Designer Series paper. And let me get my trimmer back here, because we're going to cut this on the diagonal. So you want to cut yourself 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. These both measure 3 3/4 by 3. Okay. Put them on your trimmer, and whatever pattern you want to be on your card, put that pattern up. So this is the pattern I want you to see. So this is up. So you've got them both on the trimmer. Take this one and turn it to the left. So here's your top point. You're going to, oops, I'm not in the frame. Turn that to the left. Okay. And then take this one and turn this one to the right. All right. So you see what I've got going on there? Then you're going to slide this over and you're going to put both of these points in the track. Okay. When you get them in the track, close it up and cut it in half. Okay. And then this one, you're going to slide over to the track. You're going to put the points down in there. When you get those points in your track, hold on to it and cut that in half too. So now we have these 2 pieces. So what we can do is we can make 2 cards with this, okay? So here we have our pieces. Which ones? So these go together? No. No. That goes together and that goes together. So you can see after we've cut them that they're cut opposite of each other, okay? So you're going to take one piece from each cut, and that's how you're going to make your little fun fold. So now you have 2 more pieces and you can make another card. Okay. So we're going to set those aside. So what we want to do is we want to just layer everything together first, because we don't have any stamping on these layers. These are just glued layers. I mean, you could stamp on them, but I don't think you'd be able to see them. So it would be pointless. Okay. So we're going to add this to this. There we go. And then we'll add our soft sea foam on there like so. Make sure it's straight. I got to close my eye again. Cataract problem. Oh, there's a little glue booger there. We don't need that. Okay. So then these pieces, you're going to put them on the green layer, on your 3rd layer. So eyeball them first and see which pattern you want to be on the top. So it may be the one that has the most of a certain color. It may be the one that has the most pattern, you know, whatever you decide. And I think this one, I like this for the top. So this one I'm going to put down first, and I'm going to use my liquid glue again. And I'm going to put a very thin bead of glue along these straight edges here, not the diagonal. So just a very thin bead of glue. Okay. I don't want too much, just a little bit. So I'm going to put these layers down because this is going to be like a pocket and they're going to be in there. So I want to make sure that I have enough room, enough give underneath my designer series paper layers, basically what's going to be in my pocket, I want there to be enough so that these can slide in and out nicely. And so if you put them in there, then when you glue these down, you'll already have enough room there. So now we're going to add the glue to the straight sides of this. There we go. And leave those in there. And then just put these on the edges also. Line those up. And I have another one of these that I did earlier that I can show you guys when I'm done with this one. Okay. So there we have, all we have is just lots of color. Oh my gosh, Charlene's on here too. Another one of my team members. Hello, Charlene. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so our pocket's done. It's going to be enough space that we can get our thing in there. So it's perfect. Okay, so then we're going to layer these two pieces together. But if you want to put a pull tab on here, sometimes pull tabs are kind of fun. Maybe we'll just use a piece of cardstock. Actually, I was going to use ribbon, but I wasn't sure what color ribbon I wanted to use. I have this the Seaside spray, but this is Seaside spray, so I feel like, whatever. But I think if I cut this, maybe if I cut this to like a 1/4 inch or something, I can fold it over and just make a little pull tab with it. We'll see what happens. We're just winging it right now, you guys. And actually, I probably wouldn't even need to do this, but it might look better. Well, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm actually going to burnish it with a bone folder. And I'm just wondering, how would that be if that was my little pull tab? Maybe it's too long. That'll work. Let's just wing it. Let's just do it. So I'm going to put glue on both sides of my little pull tab here. And I'm going to center it from side to side on this layer of soft. I keep saying soft. It's Seaside spray. It's not soft Seaside spray. It's just Seaside spray. Okay. Oh, actually, I need to glue this whole thing. Not just the tab. Okay, so we're going to center this. And you know what? You might not even want a tab. You may decide to heck with it. Who needs a tab? And then you won't put one on there. I just thought it was kind of fun. Okay, so we have that. Then I need a sentiment. And so since I'm using the Paper Blooms paper, I thought I would use the In Bloom stamp set. Oh, you guys are making me so happy. We have stayed over 100 for a little while now. This is awesome. Okay, I need to pick a stamp set. What do I want? I need, oh, you know what we could do? I've done this before, and sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. So we're going to try it. I'm going to try this Happy Birthday, You Really Are the Best. But it's kind of long to go across this and actually put some design on there. So I might stick it on the side. We'll see. I guess if it's terrible and I hate it, then I will rip apart the whole thing and we'll start over. Because I can do that because it's my card. Okay, so I need to figure out what color ink do I want to stamp this in. And I think I'm going to go with Rococo Rose. Do I have that out here already? No. Pardon the noise while I spin my thing around. Okay, so here's the Rococo Rose. And I think I'm going to stamp it on the edge. I did this on a ice cream card a number of weeks ago, and you guys seem to like it, so we'll try. Okay, so I'm just going to do this right here. Hopefully this is centered. Okay, we'll see. If it stinks, like I said, we'll get rid of it. Okay, so then I'm going to bring in, not that sentiment. I've got the stem. So I've got my long stem here, and then I've got these two little things, which I don't really know what they are. I don't know if they're leaves or if they're pieces that are supposed to go inside the leaf for like some detail. I don't know. But I was using them as leaves. Oh, you know what I just did? I shouldn't have glued this together. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. Okay, hold on. It's not a problem. Here's a tip for you. If you put your layers together before you're ready, before you've actually stamped, just put a piece of scrap paper in there, and then you can stamp on it. Okay, so I need some ink. So I'm going to use Night of Navy for my stem. And the stem, what's cool about the stem is you can have it, you can have it angled this way on your card, or you can just flip it upside down and it can angle the other way. So whatever you want to do with it. And I am going to have an angle like this. So I'm going to have it come in from the bottom. and do that. And then, like I said, I don't know if these are leaves. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Let's just try them just for giggles. Oh, actually, I think this one might need to go over here. So if we stick that at the bottom, it might be like a grassy leaf. I don't know. And maybe this is not even sort of what this is supposed to be used for. But you know what? Stamping is an art form, and I can do whatever I want, right? Sherry says she thinks they're the detail for this. I kind of think you're right, but I'm going to go with this. I think Sherry's right, but I'm going to do this. Tiny hand making its way back in, and then it's making its way back out. Okay. So then I need to put a flower on there. So what I have done is I have die cut a ton of these pieces. And I die cut a bunch a couple weeks ago. Actually, I think it was last week when I made that really cool, this card for you guys, if I can find it again. I made this card for you guys last week, and I die cut a bunch of flowers, and then I die cut a few more today because I didn't have as many options as I wanted. So, we've got a lot of options here. What are we going to do? I kind of thought maybe we could go with the petal pink. And I don't know, is that too big? That might be too big. Hold on. Let's see. If we stuck that in there. I mean, it could probably overhang a little bit because it's not going to matter. I don't know. I feel like this layer needs to be cut too. Hold on. I didn't do a very good job of measuring that. So I am going to bring in my baby trimmer here, and that's better. Okay, actually I probably should do it like that and trim off just a tiny bit because it felt like it was just an odd shape. I don't know. I'm feeling like that might be too big, but that seems like it's too small. What to do? Ooh. Do I have any of those soft seafoam ones, or do I only have leaves? Oh, I feel like I only have leaves. Ooh, I have soft. Ooh, wait. No. Do I even know what I'm talking about? No. I feel like that's the wrong flower for this paper, so we're going to pass on that one. If I did do that, if I put that big flower on there, which I absolutely could, what middle piece would be used? Oh, look, here's a bow. How about that? That's cute. Or maybe we could put this color. I don't know. We'll see. I do like the bow. I feel like I need a pop of some kind of color on there that's not... I need green. Ooh, I have some old... Do I have old olive? I feel like I only cut leaves out of the green and everything else is... Oh, wait. There we go. Maybe. And then this. Or is that like too much? Is that too much? These leaves look really dumb. I think I'm going to try what Sherry said. And maybe we will overstamp with our soft, there I go again. Seaside spray. Why is that so hard? I don't know. Where's my stamps? Oh, here we go. Okay. Maybe if we put those leaves towards the bottom, it'll be okay. All right. So I need some blocks. Here are some blocks. So I've got a leaf here. I'm going to stick on my table. Okay. So where's my scratch paper again? We're going to tuck that in. Ooh, I wonder. I'm probably just going to destroy this whole card. If we do, then we do. And then we'll know what we shouldn't do. So if there's anything that you guys learn when you come and watch me stamp, is lots of times what not to do. We're going to see how this will look if we actually stamped over this. It's not going to work, I don't think. Where's that other leaf? Maybe if I did this one, I can do it twice. I don't know. Am I going to ruin the whole card if I do that? What do you guys think? All right, I'm going to go for it. I think I just ruined the whole thing. Oh, man. I hate to say it, but I think I just ruined it, and I'm really sad because that looks really stupid. Okay. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to cut myself a new piece of paper and we're going to try this again because I don't like that. And I can't in good conscience make a card that looks like that. What did I say this was? 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. Where's my tiny trimmer? 2 5/8. There's 2 1/2, 2 5/8 by 3 7/8, and we're going to try this again. I think we're going to skip the whole navy stem, and we're going to go old olive or pear. Let's go pear. So we're going to go pear pizzazz, and then maybe we'll do some soft, maybe we'll do those leaves. Where is my stamp cleaner? Here we go. All right, so we're getting rid of the navy on the stem, and we're going to start all over. We're going to go with pear pizzazz. And we're going to do this. So there's the pear pizzazz. We need to get our sentiment back in there. I hope the sentiment wasn't the whole reason that I hated the card. Why? Because I put it on the side there. I hope that wasn't why I hated it, because I kind of like that. It's just different. I mean, most of the time you don't find your sentiment on the edge of the card like this. So I just thought it was kind of different. Okay. Liked it better without the big leaves. Yeah, me too. I did too. The big leaves are awful. But I wonder what they would look like if you just had a tiny, if you just had a little bit of it coming in. Let's try. We can always cut another piece of paper. I mean, we didn't glue this down yet, so who cares, right? And I don't know. There's something about like these leaves are just gigantic. And there's just something about that they're too big. I don't know. That looks really stupid too. Okay. Third time's a charm, you guys. We're going to go back and do what I originally did, which was not try to put those big leaves on. We're going to use those tiny ones. And even if they're not supposed to be what we're using them for, we're using them for that. Okay. So, third time's a charm. Here's our sentiment. Now watch, I've gotten the other two kind of nice and not crooked, so we'll see if this one's going to work. Okay. But I do think I'm going to go with the stem being green instead of blue. We're going to go with that. So we're going to bring that in, and we're going to do that. And we're going to wipe that off. You guys are probably going to be grossed out, so I don't know if I can tell you what I just did. I licked them to clean them off really quick because I didn't want to grab my chamois. So it's non-toxic, so it won't kill me. There, that's better. I just feel like it just looks better. Okay. Then I'm going to, do I want to bring that in? Is that going to look better? Where's my, okay, I think, now sometimes you get lucky and you can kind of tear your layer off. Sometimes you don't get lucky and you can't tear it off and you ruin the whole thing. But sometimes you get lucky and you can tear this off without ruining everything. If you just kind of go around and pick it off. And that's what we're going to try to do. Of course, I probably put glue on the whole thing, not just on the, how does it taste? It doesn't even taste, Penny. Yes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, Debbie. And I mean, I wouldn't do it if it was like Blackberry Bliss or something like that, but it was, soft seafoam is such a light color, and I had already stamped it once. So, I remember the first time I did that with a friend, we were stamping. It was, oh my gosh, so long ago. I should just cut a new piece, but I'm already into it now, so I'm just going to keep it. Okay. And she said, "Did you just lick that?" I was like, oops, yeah, I did. She laughed for quite a while. So that was my first, not that was the first time I did it. It was the first time I got caught doing it. All right, so we're going to just cover this up. Add some glue. And I don't think we can screw this up now because, we've already figured out what we want to do with our stamping. So it should be good. There. Okay, no one even knows that we screwed it all up. What die cut is the flowers? They are the Pierced Blooms dies, Susan. And they go with the stamp set, but I honestly think that the dies, you could buy the dies without the stamp set and you'd be super happy with just the dies, because look at all these amazing things that the dies cut out. And they all have that little stitching in them, which is so cute. You have a bunch of different styles of leaves. You have a lot of middles for your flowers, tiny ones. Just, oh my gosh, they're so much fun. I just like die cutting them and looking at them. I mean, I might not even ever use all these, but they are fun to look at. All right, we have got to figure out what we are putting in here. I'm kind of hating this color. I don't know why. I just don't think I'm going to like that on there. So I may have to go with Rococo Rose. Maybe, what if we did navy? How would that look? I have some navy flowers. Okay, I'm going to get some of this stuff out of the way so we can actually see what we're doing. I mean, there's too much. There's too much going on here. I can't, starting to have a little bit of a seizure. Okay, so if we had that in the card like that, and we had a navy flower, I kind of think the navy might be the way to go, you guys. And what if we did that? What if we just did that? Would that work? No, it feels like there should be something else in there. But what? Oh, maybe just a plain circle. Oh, I should show you guys what I'm doing here. I got all these little plain circles. Ooh, maybe this one. This is that petal pink. What if I did that? What if I, like, you know, stacked them with dimensionals or something like that? I don't think that's terrible. And then am I going to put this bow on? Or is the bow like overkill? The bow might be overkill. But I think we're going to go with this. And I don't think the flower is too big on looking at it again. So we're going to go with the navy flower. So we will just add it about like so. Then we're going to bring in some mini dimensionals. I probably should have used a black one, but yeah, well, whatever. Okay. And then that can go on the top. Oh, no, that's not the right thing. Was it? Oh, no, it was this one. I'm like, what the heck am I doing? Why is this even out here? I think it was a tester and we didn't like it. There. Okay, so then this is going to go in the middle of that. And then we have one more dimensional. There we go. And here is this little middle piece. There. Oh my gosh, that is super cute. Look at that. And I don't know, bow or no bow. I'm going to ask you guys. You can decide. Are we going to go with the bow or no bow? And I guess if it's yes, what color? Navy or Rococo Rose? So say navy or rose if you want a bow. If you don't want a bow, then just say no. You could say I hate the bow. That'd be fine too. And while you're doing that, I'm going to show you some more cards that use this paper, and then my other card that I made with this exact same design. Okay, so navy bow, no bow. Oh no, we might have a problem here, you guys. Navy, navy. Oh, we're having a lot of navies. Navy. I think we're going to have to go with navy. Oh, Karen says rose. Another navy. Another navy. I think navy is totally winning right now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just do it. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back of the bow right there, and we're going to stick it right here where the papers meet. Ta-da! And the bow actually is in the die set. You get that bow in there. Okay. So that's the card we just did. So here is a card that I did for my Big Shot at Home girls. This was a card that they got in their kits. Here's another one that they got. Here is a card that uses this, kind of like that other card with that other paper, where we just have paper here and a sentiment. Some more paper and a sentiment. More paper and a sentiment. Oh my gosh, look. More paper and a sentiment. Here are a million ways for you guys to get rid of your paper. Here's another one. This is kind of a fun fold. We have this little flappy guy that comes over. That's fun. Here's another one. More paper. Look at all these people using this paper up. This is amazing. This is interesting. This is a small card. This might be a gift. Is this a gift card holder? I'm not sure what this is. I got this in a swap and I haven't looked at it. Oh, you could maybe put a gift card in there. I don't know. But this is the back sides of some of these papers where we have the green. So it's the same paper. And then this last one that I got that uses a very large piece of the paper and the triangle dies. And look at that. That's pretty cool. So now I will show you my other card that I made using this exact same technique. and the papers. So here's the other one that I just did and I put the same bow on there. Too fun. And I did a little flower there, and I used the same stamp set for that. And this, I think my piece of ribbon is a little long, but well, whatever. Okay, so let me push all this junk out of the way and bring in the rest, the other cards that we made today for you. Okay, ooh, maybe I'll use the tiny hands to introduce everything. Okay, so we had this card. There it is, tiny hand coming in. Use it up. I'm thinking get another. Well, then you can get another, Cheryl, and you don't have to feel guilty about it, right? And then I did have these other versions. Whoops, I did have these other versions of that same style of card. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Okay, tiny hand. And then the other, what did I do with them? All of those beautiful foldy up cards. I just had them. Oh, I found them. Okay. I was like, good Lord, I just had them. So this is the one that I just made for you guys today. And this uses a gigantic piece of paper. And then I did have some other ones. This pattern, these are all in the same package. This one, and then this one too. So you guys remember, celebration ends on Sunday. So if you need to order any supplies, I would love to have your business at shoppingwithbarb.com. Here's my host code for the month. And thank you guys so much for getting my viewership over 100. I could just kiss you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was so excited about that. So I think that's it. If you guys have any questions or need any, information, I'm happy to help you and answer your questions. You can email me, barb@barbstamps.com. That's probably actually the easiest way to get a hold of me. Commenting on this Facebook doesn't always work because I sometimes don't have time to come back and look at the comments. So yeah, if you have a question or something, email me. I'm going to try to put some of these on my blog. I've been really a slacker at posting on my blog lately, but I will try to get some of these up on my blog so that you can actually see them again in photos. And I guess that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. And I will see you next week at the same time, Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys. Oh. Bye.